Hi and welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, thank you and welcome back if you haven't. Hi, my name's Amanda and I am a criminologist. But on this channel, I do unboxings, I do hauls, I do get ready with me, I do a bit of wellness and lots of bits and pieces. And here I am today. I'm going to do a get ready with me. So this is what I look like before I start. My face is blotchy, my cheeks are red, my eyes are bald, but my eyebrows aren't too bad. So we've got something going for us. It's a Monday afternoon that I'm doing this. I had a very early start like I normally do with my day job. So in the afternoons I get to play with this. I had a crazy morning this morning and all of that sort of stuff, but I will continue talking once I start doing my face. Now I'm going to do all of this in Charlotte Tilbury. So purely because I got a whole stack of new Charlotte Tilbury last week, which you may have already seen the video of. And so we're going to start there. I am primed, though that was about an hour or 3 or 4 ago, and I am moisturized, but that is all I've got. So I shall take out my brushes. That's just some of my brushes. And so this is what I've grabbed for my room to do all of this. Now I am going to have a beauty room one day soon. It just depends because I have to help my daughter move into my son's room because my son has moved out because he's a big boy now. And so there is a lot going on in this house and this whole room is getting moved. This is just going to be my crime room now. So I have lights set up so I don't have to do like I did today. I sit on the other side of my desk to do my day job when I work from home. And so to come around this side, I got to move all the big lights and all of that. But anyway, enough complaining because I am really happy. And even though it's Monday, I'm very happy. I'm having a bad day, but my spirits are too high for it to sort of collapse on top of me. So I'm just going to keep going with my good vibe because I'm feeling happy. I should actually smile because I am feeling very happy and we'll go from there. So I will start with a little bit extra primer, though I don't think I really need it, but we will try. So I'm just going to put on a little bit more. Now my primer, I should probably show you, is called Wonder Glow. It's Charlotte Tilbury. It's an instant soft focus beauty flash. So this is the product. So there we go. It's a little sample bottle. I assume they have a large one as well. As you can see, as soon as I touch my face, my rosacea comes out quite significantly. And I do have a couple of spots. I don't know why, because I usually don't have spots, but it could be because I've been detoxing and doing well. I gave up chocolate, but then I fell off the wagon on Saturday. So we're back on the wagon today. Regarding my chocolate consumption, which I never had until the last 3 years. But anyway, so my face is done. I usually get out of the shower. I moisturize straight away. And then about 10 minutes later, I put on my primer. And then I start about 10 minutes after that as well. Sort of I do it in steps. So it all gets time to do what it needs to. But we're on a camera and just believe me, I've gone for that long. Now, I grabbed 2 of my Charlotte Tilburys. These are the ones that are my shade. So this is 1.5 and this is 1. So this is as fair as they go. My daughter is a 1 in some brands and it is so pale, but not here. And I just realized I didn't bring in any foundation sponges or brushes. I do have a foundation brush. Okay, so I'm going to start with this. Now, this is called Light Wonder. So have a look at that. Now, I haven't used this, and I got this because it was part of a pack. And so it's not a product I really know about. This is for light coverage and a flawless looking finish. So I'm assuming I'm going to need more than a light cover, but we're going to start here anyway, just to see how it goes. I haven't used it. As you can see, there's nothing around the nib. So put some in the center of my foundation brush and we get off the dog hairs because everything in my house is covered in dog hairs. Just going to pat it around. So because when you start putting it on, you don't want to swipe it around. So we're just going to put it in areas that we're going to need it, which is the whole face, obviously. But we're just getting the foundation on. And now we can sort of just do those sections. You know what? This is a better coverage than some of the others. And this was a lot cheaper than some of the others. So I'm really liking this. Off camera, yeah, it's not so bad. So it's been a while since I've done one of these. I was going to do this on Saturday. And then I had more deliveries come on Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, I have that many parcels coming out. They come on the weekend. I feel sorry for my parcel guy, but we have such a routine now. He doesn't speak English, which is neither he nor there. We have enough between us that we that we have a good conversation. How are you going? Are you busy? You're tired? See you tomorrow, kind of thing. That's about as far as it actually gets, but that's okay. He's a lovely guy. We used to have another postie, his name was Richard, and he would come to the front door and like wish us Merry Christmas and all that. He was glorious too. But our new guy, whose name I don't know, unfortunately, is just as wonderful. He's not only doesn't he speak a lot of English, but he also is very shy. So, you know, and I go out bounding out now because rather than signatures these days for no contact, he takes photos. And so I have a whole stack of photos of me getting the post delivered. He never takes a photo of my face. It's always of my body holding the parcel. But it just gives me a giggle each day. I'll go and check out what photo he took because I do post. Hey, I don't know if this is my powder or my blush. I think this is my powder. It is. So we are going now in with, let's give it its proper name. So this is Airbrush Flawless Finish. Oh, look, you're seeing me on camera. And this is in one, which is for fair to pale. Surprise, surprise. So I was going to use, oh, this is a nice brush. Oh, this is from a subscription box. So I haven't used this one yet. And I think this is probably supposed to be a contour one, but we are going to use it just like this. So now some people just do their eyes and then they add everything else later. As you know, I don't. I just go straight in for it because that's how I work. Oh my God. I wish I looked as flawless as I do on camera. I'm sure I made sure that the the dogs are playing. I make sure that I don't have any filters on. I do warm up this filming because it looks so stark if I don't. But I look better on camera than off, though. It's not, but off camera it looks very realistic. On camera it's sort of a bit more, but I do have like the lights around me and everything. Oh, and you can probably hear the heater as well that's going because it's a bit chilly. And my new cat Clarice, Reese. Oh, I didn't say Lumi. I was going to show you her gorgeous cross eyes, but she's not playing. So our base is done. So I'm now going to go into the eyeshadow, and it is the eyeshadow that I have been coveting for so long. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury, the Icon palette. So this is our back details. So I took off the Calvin Klein scarf off my light, so it's not showing all the big CKs everywhere. I don't think it's a real Calvin Klein. I got it actually from an op shop. So so we have all of these. Now I'm doing these three here and probably a bit of this one, maybe a bit of that one too. I did do the greens the other day. As you can see, it's a bit, they've been touched a bit, but I found the payoff wasn't as good as I wanted, but that's okay because we're not doing those. I'm going to start with this one. Oh, sorry, this one here, and we'll go from there. So I know I'm not looking at you guys, but I'm using my computer screen camera as my mirror. So I'm doing this sort of backwards and upside down, which is, I can't do it. I have to actually have a mirror close to me. So my favorite one, so it's from Pride from Morphe. So it buying the Live with Love set from Morphe, it did support the Trevor project. So it was definitely a good thing to do. So I know it looks revolting now, guys. It will get better, I promise. So this is just our transition, which is the medium pink, which is the payoff on this is very, very dark, which isn't too bad. But as you can see, this one is not building as well as that one. So we're just going to check it out a bit. As I've said before, my eyes aren't even. Most people's aren't. You know, it's really hard is that the coverage isn't as good. So doing this is just sort of, it does take time. You know, when I edit this, it probably won't be this long either because I though I don't edit much. You guys sort of get me raw and real. Purely that's why I don't have filters and things like that. I do have a warming filter, but that's all I do. Because I feel like there's no use me doing all of this if I'm just going to fake it anyway. So you see me with my warts and all. I didn't even put stuff under my eyes. So I'll get close. Here's my wrinkles. Oh, that's weird. That's a new wrinkle. But anyway, we are now going to go with a little brush. Just making sure. This is from Jessup. This is a Luxe Smoky Shader. I'm going with the lighter pink. So going with this one. Just to go around the edge. So we're just going to, I don't think I picked up the right one. No, I did. Okay. I don't think it's doing much. So it's not always the best palettes being the most expensive. So they haven't done anything. We're going to buff that out anyway. So a beautiful big fluffy brush. We just smooth that out a bit so it's not as sort of intense and sort of brings it down a bit. Taking away some of that intensity with my foundation brush. Just to sort of bring it down. Yeah, that's more like it. So you can fix anything with makeup, you really can. So I'm gonna now try and build. Actually, I'm gonna wet my brush. So I have the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter Spray, just so we can pick up some of this light pink because it's not paying off at all. That's better. Can you see how now it's all shiny on my lid? That's just from adding a little bit of the Flawless Filter end spray. You know what I mean. So it's sad I'm doing a pink one, I know, but I did my nails and my outfit to match what I wanted to do today. I was having a pink mood, so I'm not really loving that transition at all, but we actually have a darker color to add, which may just break up the intensity. So now I'm going to grab, I think literally that's the one I just had. Actually, I'm grabbing this one, which as you can see has probably never been used, and I am grabbing this really dark one here. I'm sorry, I'm using that finger. And this is going to be our big statement, if it works. So drag along there a bit. Go. So basically you make a 3. So you would go there, and then we go there. To the other eye. Now guys, it's really important to clean your makeup brushes too. Because you can make all sorts of infections in your own face. There was a person, it was, where's that pinky one I had? Many years ago, and I have no idea who, how, why, all the details, but a woman borrowed a friend's mascara and she ended up in a wheelchair. So purely because it had staph, and yeah, so always wash your brushes. I do mine about every second week. I have enough that I can not do them all. Like I don't have to do them all. I probably have like 150 brushes. So I have some too. There was a set of color pop brushes that I bought that I've done on camera. I haven't even opened them. They're still in their plastic. And I actually have some here today from last week's haul that I grabbed as well, just to from Morphe. So we're getting there. So it doesn't hurt to sort of build your intensity. And now I'm going to go back with the lighter pink just to sort of spread this out a bit and just sort of give it a bit more depth without it being too hardcore. Remember what part of your brush you're using, that's the part that you put into your pan. Rub it back in again. Then we're going to go a little bit more on the darker pink just to build it up one final time. Beautiful. Well, not beautiful, but better. So now what I'm also going to do is I have the new Hellotalk this thing. So I'm actually just going to add a little bit of that onto the eye too, just to make that last little sparkle pop. And then we're going to do a little bit of inside and so get it up nice and close so you guys can see. So this takes a bit to dry. So again, so this is the Charlotte Tilbury pot. I actually have the rest of the set, I think, coming with my next order, which will likely turn up today after I've waited and waited and it hasn't. It's so weird. I ordered a whole stack on the Friday, then a whole stack on the Saturday. The Friday stuff turned up on the Monday. The Saturday stuff hasn't turned up yet. So it's a bit odd. So just a final touch from the palette. Just going to grab, no, don't ask me what the brushes are called. So we're just going to grab this one, which is nice and thin. And I'm going to go into this really light one here. And we're just going to do it in a corner. It just sort of opens your eyes up a bit. I just want to grab some of that lighter pink as well, just to do along that bottom as well. Eyelash. Not bad. Not bad. So we can put away the eyeshadow palette because we are done. I did have, so there's so many things in here I forgot I was going to use. So, okay, we will grab this mascara. Where's the pencil? So I do not have any of the Charlotte Tilbury eyebrow products. Oh, it's the puppy. She's shaking the table. Come on, puppy, stop that, darling. So I'm having to use quite a dark, almost black eye pencil, which I'm really not happy about, but I wanted to just do it all in one. So I've just brushed it sort of over the top of my eyebrows. And now we're just going to add it in and let it run. Oh, God, look, I've got evil eyebrows now. And I'm going to have these eyebrows for the rest of the recordings. Isn't that great? I did pluck my eyebrows this morning too, so they're slightly but betterly grooved. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I'm also going to use this just to do a little bit of liner. Just a little bit. Waterline as well. So that's better. Now put on some mascara and I shall use the new one I received, which is the Legendary Lashes Volume 2. So this has, I think, a straight brush. Yes. So it's a very 80s looking brush. I was about to do this in my eyebrows. That's weird. So a lot of people don't like this mascara. Personally, I think it's fine. So this is the second time I've used it. And I have eyelashes, they just need to be colored. So it's not a major issue for me. There's a filter on this, I'm positive. Because I look too good. So next, oh, actually I grabbed. Yeah, because I was going to use this if I didn't like the other palette, but I liked the other palette. So next we're going to put on our cheeks. There's something else there that I didn't think I bought. I'm going into my dark one. Yeah, so this is the Hellotalk Intense rather than the normal one. And I have fallen in love with this in just a couple of days. Because look, I look thinner on this side than I do on this side purely because of this shading. So all of my cheek products I've been using haven't helped. So I like to grab a second brush, and just so we're not sort of adding to it when all we want to do is transition it out. Here I am sitting here saying, oh, you know, my other delivery from Charlotte Tilbury hasn't come, and it has just actually arrived. So that will be another video I'm doing today. I'm not going to do it now while I'm doing the get ready with me, purely because this is a video on its own. So we'll just keep going with what we're doing now. So back to where I was, I had just done my blush. So I just wanted to just sort of brush that out a little bit more. I think I've lost a bit of the intensity now, but it is perfectly fine. And now I'm just going to do my lips. So my lips, I'm doing MI Kiss. I don't know, missing in kiss. I don't know. I don't know what the MI stands for. It is a really nice, intense, it's a deep pink, I would say. So, which is what I've sort of gone for today. So before I put on that one, I shall use the MI Kiss lip cheat as well. So it's a cute little pencil. So I color my lips like this with just a bit of the dark pencil in the center. Sort of keeps it on your lips a bit longer, and also gives a bit of depth when you add the lipstick over the top. I have used lip oil all weekend and my lips are still very, very dry. I really like that color. So the whole stack of stuff I was going to use that I actually haven't. Now we're just going to put some Dirty Dancer over the top just to give it a bit of a gloss. So just a touch, it's all we need. And just to increase the contouring just a little. Where's my favorite contouring brush? It is gone. I should use this one. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the smaller size. This is Film Star Bronze and Glow. So this is a highlighter and a contouring one. if you're like me and you have a double chin, if you darken this, you have a pointier chin, which I don't mind. My whole family has pointy chins, but I've just lost this here because I've just darkened it. Okay, just keep that line going. Get a big brush just to buff it out a bit, because otherwise it looks like you're growing a beard, which is probably one of the only beauty issues I don't have. But barely touching there, just to give a little bit of a glow there, a little bit of a glow there, a little bit of a glow there. What do you think, guys? So this is, once I spray it, this is a full face of Charlotte Tilbury. It's not my entire collection, as you know, I have quite a lot, but so a nice dewy set now. So it's quite weird the parts that you learn to do that you're like, oh, okay, I just watched her do that and that's not going to look right on me. Just go with it. Like, yeah, and that's looking a bit dark. Let me just see if you don't like it, you just go in and fix it. And see right in front of me. So I just like to do a final little powder, just sort of to blend everything in. A little bit of spray on that. I love this. As you can see, I've used quite a bit of this. I have about 20 different setting sprays, and that is one of my favorites. So guys, this is my full face of Charlotte Tilbury. Thank you for getting ready with me. I hope that you picked up a couple of tips there. It's nothing exciting. I am a criminologist. I'm not a beautician. I'm not a makeup artist or anything like that. I'm just someone who likes to play with the pretties, and I'm learning to rediscover my own inner beauty by projecting it on the outside, because sometimes making the outside look good makes the inside feel good, which it does for me. So I'm certainly not a pretty person, and I'm chunky and I have a weird shaped face and my eyes aren't the same shape, and I have a stutter and all this sort of stuff. But I just put this out there purely because I just want to inspire others to realize that you can do whatever you want. Who would believe that I would do a beauty channel? Not me. But anyway, here we are. So anyway, I shall finish off with my normal mantra. So you can't give to others unless you give to yourself first. So take care of you and know that you are beautiful and wonderful. And it's Monday and we're just going with this, even though I'll probably upload this on Tuesday. Know that you can have it all, but you don't need it all today. So just go with it. Leave the dishes for tomorrow. You know, just take some time for you, and don't forget your self-care Sundays and all of that. I hope that you will subscribe, and I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye.